So the UFC is back in the Apex, and we have another horrible card this weekend. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. We have Rayan Dos Santos versus Alice Ardeleon. One of the least Romanian names I've ever heard, to be honest. But I'm going to go with Rayan Dos Santos. Both of these women aren't particularly great, but I do lean Rayan Dos Santos. I mean, Alice Ardelean is literally 9-7. I'm not picking someone who's 9-7. I know Rayan Dos Santos lost to Puja Tomar, but like she should have won that fight. And Puja Tomar actually ended up dropping. Ended up dropping Shauna Bannon in her next fight, so she's not too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Dos Santos. Then we have Marquel Medeiros versus Bulgy Oki. Oh fuck, what a fight to predict. Oh my god. How do I even Oh my god. I'm gonna go with Medeiros, to be honest with you guys. Oki, he's been a bit hit and miss in the UFC. I mean, he had a very competitive fight with Timmy Coyamba, who I don't rate very highly. Who got a win his last fight, but it was against, he had a good performance against Roberto Romero, but I still don't rate him too highly. And then he obviously lost to Chris Duncan his last fight, got choked out cold. I mean, Chris Duncan is like underrated for sure, but I'm going to go with Medeiros. I think Medeiros is actually going to be able to pull off the upset here. He's a good boxer, good takedown defense. So I think he might be able to actually get this one done. So I'm going to go Marquel Medeiros here to get this one done. Then we have Andreas Gustafsson versus Trevin Giles or Giles. I'm just going to call him Giles. That's how I say it. So I'm going to go with Gustafsson here. I think he will win this fight. Trevin Giles is tricky. I mean, he did come close to knocking out Michael Morales, but he's on a three-fight losing streak. I mean, his last fight against Malott wasn't even really like a fight. It was very, very weird performance from both men. Carlos Prates knocked him out, but he looked semi-alright in that fight. Bonfim destroyed him in a minute. Very easily did Bonfim get him out of there. Preston Parsons was a very close fight. Got knocked out by Dricus du Plessis. Fought Michael Morales. And he beat Roman Dolidze. The sport makes no sense. He beat James Cross on short notice. Like, he's had a very weird career. He's beat Ryan Spann. A welterweight beat a heavyweight. And he beat Ike Villanueva, who is crazy this guy was ever in the UFC. And he's in bare knuckle now. That's probably the rightful place for this guy. But anyway, we're getting distracted here. I'm picking Andreas Gustafsson. I think he'll win. Very aggressive fighter. He's a bit older, but he's still very good. Brawler, very good brawler. Has a very aggressive style. And, he's got some pretty decent wins as an amateur. I think he beat Joseph Luciano, if I remember correctly. Maybe I misremember. Yeah, he did. He beat Joseph Luciano and Christian Leroy Duncan back-to-back. Those are pretty good wins. One's in the PFL, one's in the UFC, plus upper weight class. I reckon he will get this one done. I think he'll eventually break Trevin Giles and get him out of there against the fence. I think, plus on short notice, I don't like Giles' cardio on short notice. I'm going to go Gustafsson. Then moving on up, we have Jordan Levitt versus Kurt Holloway. This is another interesting fight. Kurt Holloway's like underrated because he is actually not that bad. But I think Jordan Levitt will just take him down. Maybe he can latch up a triangle or a guillotine or something. I think Jordan Levitt will probably win this fight by decision. Yeah, I don't think he's going to knock out Kurt Holloway or submit him, but I will go Jordan Levitt. Probably just I feel like, and this is a crazy prediction to make, but I feel like Jordan Levitt's going to get a robbery decision. Because Kurt Holloway, in my opinion, beat Alexander Hernandez. It was very close, but I actually think he should have probably won that fight. But they ended up giving it to Alexander Hernandez. But yeah, I think Jordan Levitt will win a robbery, as crazy as that sounds. I think that Holloway's going to do more damage on the feet, but I think Jordan Levitt's going to have so much control that the judges are going to be like, oh, he got control, let's give it to him. So yeah, I'm going to go Jordan Levitt. Then we have Alan Nascimento versus Jafel Filho. This is an interesting fight, to be honest. I'm going to go with Nascimento. Yeah, he's a slight favourite. It makes sense. He's a big, big flyweight. Like, I know he's only 5'8", but the guy is actually very big for the weight class. If you look at this guy, like when he fought Jake Hadley, he did not look like a flyweight compared to Jake Hadley. He looked massive, and Jake Hadley's a guy who had a lot of problem making the weight class in the first place. So, like, that's already a pretty big sign that this guy is a bit bigger for the weight class than your average flyweight. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Nascimento getting this one done. I think he will be able to submit Filho. Filho is very good fighter, but I just think he'll be able to sub him. You know, he's been subbed before. Obviously, Muhammad Makayev is very good, but I think Nascimento is actually very good. Like, he arguably beat Tagir Ulanbekov on short notice. Like, and he's beat like Jake Hadley. He beat as well. Beat Carlos Hernandez. You know, he's not actually that bad. He's not a bad guy. Plus, he's had a lot of time off. Crazy amount of time off. Let's hope he actually makes it to this fight. But I think he's actually a very underrated guy, and I hope he can actually fight and perform. Then moving on up, we have Zachary Reese. Oh, this is the main card. Oh, Jesus. We have Zachary Reese versus Dusko Todorovic. I'm going to go with Zachary Reese here. Both of these guys aren't the most durable guys in the world, but Zachary Reese is longer. I would say he's a bit more durable than Dusko Todorovic because he has just been KO'd like back-to-back fights. Got knocked out by Mansour Abdul Malik. Got injured against Christian Leroy Duncan, but he was getting beat up in that fight. Beat up by Gregory Rodriguez. Somehow made it to a decision, which is crazy, but he just got battered in that fight. Got dropped every round, if I remember it correctly. And then Chitty just brutally KO'd him. Like, he's taken a lot of damage in these fights. Paholi Soriano knocked him out. Like, he's taken a lot of damage. I'm going to go with the guy who has taken less damage. Even though he got knocked out brutally, I think Azamat Bekov is actually not too bad. And against Cody Brundage, it's more like a fluke slam KO. I think that happens most times out of 10. So I'm going to go Zachary Reese to get this one done over Dusko. Then we have Caitlin Vieira versus Macy Chiasson. I think I'm going to go with Chasson. Chasson's not too bad, to be honest with you guys. I mean, Caitlin Vieira actually had a pretty competitive fight with Kayla Harrison, but this just screams of, oh, she had a competitive fight with Kayla Harrison, this means she's going to win this fight. Like, no, it just means that she had a competitive fight, but she's going to lose her next fight. This always happens in MMA, in women's MMA, and I do think this is going to be one of those cases. And it wasn't even really competitive. She still lost every round. It's just like she had good takedown defense, but I think Macy Chasson is actually a better striker, so I'm going to go Chasson to get this one done. Then we have Ramiz Brahimaj versus Billy Ray Goff. I'm going with Billy Ray Goff to break Ramiz Brahimaj. I really like Billy Ray Goff. I'm a very big fan of his style. Now, defensively, he's not the best fighter in the world. Like, let's just be honest. You know, he lets himself get hurt a lot, but I really like his style. I think he could actually, you know, maybe be like a borderline top 15 guy. I don't ever think we see Billy Ray Goff in the top 5 or anything like that. His defense is quite a liability, but he's like a, how do I put this respectfully? I would put Billy Ray Goff is like a less defensively sound, less elite version of Jack Della Maddalena, who is the champion. So, you know, he's got that same similar style, pressure boxing, but I would say he takes a few more shots, probably has a bit worse of a chin than JDM as well. But he's very good cardio, pushes forward a lot, can break guys, and probably isn't as powerful, but he is actually a pretty good guy. Like, he's a good boxer, and I just like his style, to be honest. I mean, he fought that Israeli guy on Dana White Contender Series, got dropped in it, comes back and just breaks him. Shaiman Smotorowski, then he destroyed Yakuza Kinoshita, and Trey Waters, he absolutely won that fight. He got robbed against Trey Waters. I thought he won that fight. Ramesh Brahimaj, we've seen him get beaten by boxers before. We've seen him get battered by boxers. I mean, we've seen Court McGee destroy him. We've seen Max Griffin destroy his fucking ear brutally. Lost to Evan Cutts. That name rings a bell. I think he fought that lightweight guy who... No. He fought Basil Hafez. That's it. This guy got KO'd by Basil Hafez, I think. Yeah, that's why this name rings a bell. But anyway, I think that we will see Billy Ray Goff get this one done over Ramesh Brahimaj. He's been dropped a lot. He's not the most durable guy. His cardio is not great either. And I think Billy Ray Goff's got decent enough takedown defense and get-ups to be able to get back to the feet and eventually break Brahimaj. So I'm going Billy Ray Goff. Then we have Dustin Jacoby versus Bruno Lopez. I'm going Dustin Jacoby to get this one done. Bruno Lopez, he got the win the last time around, but like it was like a clinch fest. I think Dustin Jacoby's like a massive step up for him when you're looking at his recent slew of opponents. I mean, he got knocked out by Bredson Ribeiro, who's not very good. That fight with Makeli Hinlani, oh my god, I can't pronounce his. The Georgian guy in the Dana White Contender Series, that was a fucking slop fest. That was awful from both men. And then, he beat Magomed Gadzhishulov, but it was such a clinch fest, and Gadzhishulov wasn't even like the greatest guy either. And he got cut after that, which was sort of bullshit to be honest, but it is what it is. I'm going to go Dustin Jacoby. I think we'll get one of those Dustin Jacoby KO wins where he just randomly gets a 1-2 down the pipe and knocks out Bruno Lopez. Then we have Matthias Gamrot versus Ludovic Klein. Now, part of me really wants to pick Ludovic Klein here because Gamrot gets dropped in every single fight he's had. And this is what I mean. Let's look at his record. Dan Hooker gets dropped. Rafael Dos Anjos gets dropped by 2024 Dos Anjos, which is crazy. I don't think he got dropped by Fiziev, but he got dropped by Turner, got badly dropped by Benil Dariush, got dropped by Arman Sarukian. I don't think he got dropped in any of these other fights. Maybe Guram dropped him, but outside of that, he didn't get dropped by Stevens, didn't get dropped by Fahey. But Fahey was looking really good in that fight. Gamrot's very weird, but I have also seen Ludovic Klein get broken and taken down, and Jesus Christ, I have seen him get taken down and beaten up quite a bit by Nate the Train. Get broken a little bit. I know that's down a weight class. He is a bit better at 155, but I'm just gonna go with Matthias Gamrot. I just feel like his style is. I feel like he's gonna gas Ludovic Klein out with his style. Yeah, you got Anaconda choke by Nate Landwehr. It's been rear naked choke. It is subbed a few times. I think Gamrot might actually get a finish in this fight. So I'm going to go Matthias Gamrot to beat Ludovic Klein. And then we have Aaron Blanchfield versus Macy Barber. I'm going Aaron Blanchfield. Macy Barber is a robbery merchant, to be honest. You go through these fights. Maverick should have lost to Maverick. Miranda Maverick clearly won that fight. Andrea Lee clearly won that fight. There are so many of these fights. And she hasn't fought for a while either. She's been out for a bit. There's just so many of these performances where you watch and you're like, she's getting robberies. Yes, gotta love when the mailman comes. Anyway, like I was saying, she's got a few robberies, and her actual performances haven't been particularly great either. You beat Amanda Ribas, you finished her, welcome to the club. Ribas is one of the most chinny female fighters. I don't want to diss her. She's so, she seems like such a lovely woman, but she is very chinnable. You look at all these fights. Barber knocked her out. She got knocked out by Marina Rodriguez. She's been dropped a few times. She got knocked out by Poliana Viana. She's been chinned a lot and dropped a lot. So it's tough. But I'm gonna go with Aaron Blanchfield. I think she'll get this fight done. I think she'll be able to take down Macy Barber. I think she'll be able to probably submit her. Blanchfield beat Rose Namajunas. Say what you want, but that's actually a pretty good win. 5 rounds as well. She's had 5 rounders. And I think she'll win another one, Yeah, she lost to Manon Fiorot, but Fiorot arguably beat Shevchenko. It was a very close fight, so it shows that she's near that level, right? So I'm going to go with Aaron Blanchfield to get this one done over Macy Barber. But those are my predictions. Let me know who you guys have. Make sure you like this video, subscribe. Horrible, horrible card, I know, but I'm breaking it down because I'm breaking down every UFC card. So make sure you subscribe. I'm in the. Oh yeah, I gotta mention this. I'm in the top 10 for best picks in all of MMA YouTube. Like with all my predictions, I'm in the top 10. Pretty good for a guy who's like, been making these videos for what, almost 2 years maybe. Like, come on, guys. It's impressive stuff. Like, come on. Like, you need to all subscribe to me, share my videos. Like, I'm very consistently good with my picks. I may not be the biggest channel, but one day I will be a big channel. I'm manifesting that one day. I don't know when it will be. I'm gonna keep pushing until I make it. Okay, like I'm not gonna stop making these videos. I will become a big channel because I'm going to keep making all these videos. But I just think it's crazy. I'm like in the top 10. I'm not even a big channel. Like, imagine how much my prediction videos and stuff will blow up once my channel gets bigger. I'm going to consistently be good. I'm not going to be biased or anything like that. Like, I have better predictions than like MMA Guru, Lucas Tracy. Who are the other guys out there? Just all the major MMA channels. Like I am very consistently good with my picks, and like I pick a lot of good underdogs too. And I'm one of them. I'm number 8 most profitable channel if you follow my picks. I'm number 8 when it comes to profits. Shout out to the UFC prediction tracker. But anyway, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to bring that up at the end of this video. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. I appreciate you.